The New Orleans Saints are on the hunt. After the retirement of Tyrann Mathieu, one of the most dynamic safeties in recent memory, the Saints have a hole to fill in their secondary, and their eyes are now set on a name that could bring stability, experience, and versatility to the safety position: Julian Blackmon. In this video, we break down why the Saints are targeting Blackmon, what he brings to the table, and how this move fits into the bigger defensive picture for New Orleans. Stick around, and if you're a Saints fan, or just love NFL roster moves, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more NFL updates every week. Let's dive in. Tyrann Mathieu's retirement left a massive void in the Saints secondary. Known affectionately as the Honey Badger, Mathieu's leadership, instincts, and playmaking ability were crucial to the Saints' defense under new defensive coordinator Brandon Staley. But now, the Saints are faced with the challenge of replacing one of the best safeties in the league. That's where Julian Blackmon comes in. The Saints have been actively pursuing the free agent safety, according to sources, as they look to lock down a reliable player to step into that free safety role. While no deal has been finalized yet, talks between New Orleans and Blackmon's camp are ongoing. This isn't just a random signing. It's a strategic move in a defense that's already seen a significant makeover this offseason. New defensive coordinator Brandon Staley has already made waves with the Saints' defensive rebuild. His first big splash was signing Reid, a versatile safety with a strong reputation, on a 3-year deal, averaging over $10 million a year. Reid was the headline, but Blackmon could be the perfect complementary piece. Secondary has seen a lot of turnover recently. Veteran cornerbacks Marshon Lattimore and Paulson Adebo are no longer with the team. Lattimore was traded to Washington, and Adebo signed with the Giants. That means the secondary is younger and less experienced, especially in the safety room. Right now, outside of Reid, the Saints are looking at a group that includes veteran J.T. Gray, who primarily contributes on special teams; Terrell Burgess, a recent signing from the Bills; Ugo Amadi, who started 5 games last year; and Jordan Howden, a third-year player with limited starting experience. So clearly, the Saints want someone like Blackmon, who has proven NFL experience and versatility, to help anchor that back end. Blackmon's story is interesting. A former third-round pick, he entered the NFL with high expectations. But his career has had its ups and downs, especially over the last couple of seasons. In 2023, Blackmon re-signed with the Indianapolis Colts on a 1-year deal worth less than $4 million. It was a modest contract, below what you'd expect for a player of his talent, and that was disappointing for him. His goal was clear: use the 2023 season to prove he deserves a bigger, multi-year deal in 2025. But the season opener brought a setback, a torn labrum injury that impacted his performance. Despite that, Blackmon still managed to play in a career-high 16 games. He finished with 3 interceptions and 86 tackles. Solid numbers, especially given the injury and a Colts defense riddled with injuries and youth. He admitted in January that the injury impacted me greatly, but the resilience to play through pain and contribute speaks volumes about his toughness and determination. One of Blackmon's biggest strengths is versatility. In college, he played both cornerback and safety. Early in his NFL career, he spent most of his time as a free safety, the position the Saints need to fill. But the Colts later moved him to strong safety, where he thrived in 2023. This kind of positional flexibility is invaluable. Depending on the Saints' scheme, Blackmon could slide into free safety or even rotate through strong safety duties. It's also worth noting, The Colts moved him back to free safety in 2023 due to team needs. But that role under their former defensive coordinator Gus Bradley's system, which often used a single high safety, could limit his impact. With the Saints and Brandon Staley, the system might better suit Blackmon's playmaking skills. Over 5 seasons, Blackmon has amassed 10 interceptions and 300 tackles. That's a testament to his ability to both cover and come up in run support. For a safety, especially in today's NFL, you need to be able to do both, and Blackmon has proven he can. The Saints could use exactly that kind of player, someone who can cover tight ends and slot receivers, come downhill to make tackles against the run, and create turnovers. Before Mathieu's retirement, the Saints had roughly $23.8 million in salary cap space. That gives them plenty of wiggle room to make a move on Blackmon, assuming a deal is reached. The Saints will want to be strategic here, balancing the need to improve their secondary while preserving flexibility to fill other roster spots. Coach Kellen Moore recently addressed the team's adjustments in the secondary. He said, "That's what the NFL is. It's about adjustments, whether it's personnel or schematically. So you understand that you have plans in place and you have to adjust." I think overall, that safety position, we got some younger players, some guys who've been there through the whole offseason process that have done just a phenomenal job. We're excited from those guys, and we'll continue to evaluate the roster, acquisition as we go. That's a clear indication the Saints aren't settling. They want competition, depth, and veteran leadership. If the Saints can lock up Julian Blackmon, it would be a significant step toward shoring up their secondary. Replacing a player like Tyrann Mathieu is no small task, but Blackmon's toughness, versatility, and experience make him a logical fit. He would join Justin Reid to form a safety tandem that combines youth, talent, and potential for high-impact playmaking. It would also send a message that the Saints are serious about building a defense that can compete in a tough NFC South and the wider NFL. So, Saints fans, what do you think? Does Julian Blackmon make sense as the next Honey Badger in New Orleans? Are you excited about the defensive changes under Brandon Staley and Kellen Moore? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay up to date on every Saints move and NFL roster shakeup, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and smash that like button to support the channel. We've got plenty more NFL news, analysis, and breakdowns coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.